Joining us now from Matt Mullins and the Bringdowns is Mr. Matt Mullins. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, yes.
You are not a Bringdown. Where did you get that name?
So
this guy is
how
joyful as they
the
come.
band kind of come together?
So I was a part of a band called the Boatmen for a long time, and I was in the studio recording what I thought to be a solo record, and I got kind of the same guys playing every song, and we listened back to the playback of the first recording, and everybody let this big and so I said, we brought the room down, and I was like, there's a song called The Bringdowns by Bob Schneider, and
cool.
I was like, we can be the Bringdowns. And so they had me keep my name in it since I had been bugging people through West Virginia for 20 years now. So, so that's how the Bringdowns came about.
Very cool.
Wow, and like you said, you've been playing music for such a long time. How did you really get your start? What was that first kind of moment that you're like, oh, I'm going to be a musician now?
The prime mover moment.
Well, I've never been shy, and so I kind of always liked the attention. And then I went to Marshall University my freshman year of college, and I got my heart broke. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna write some love songs and get her back. And I'm glad I didn't, because now I've had a life full of music.
There you go. So you're gonna have to send her a fruit basket.
We're friends, so it's good. It's good now. Yeah, we're good friends now, so it's good.
That's
so
amazing.
you, speaking of love songs, maybe not. You have a new album that's going to be dropping
Yes.
on June 6th.
June 5th, actually.
June 5th. Ooh,
June
okay.
5th. We went one day before I told you.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the fourth studio album from the Bringdowns, and it'll be available on vinyl on June 5th and CD. I don't think anybody has a CD player anymore, but
I think we have more record players now.
Yeah.
That's true.
So that's good. I love vinyl. I love
But
vinyl.
CDs have their place.
They do.
Oh,
You can use them as
definitely.
coasters.
There you go.
Ninja stars.
Ninja style. Exactly.
So we'll have, it'll be available on all streaming platforms, vinyl records, CDs on June 5th. We have two album release parties. The first on June 5th, the night of June 5th, at Folklore Music in Charleston, which is a music store owned by our good friend Justin Pewitt, who was the keyboard player for a little while in our band.
Cool.
And then June 6th, we're at Weathered Ground Brewery in Flat Top, West Virginia, Cool Ridge.
Very cool.
What's the album called this time?
So it's called Learn from Letting Go.
Okay, you got to give us where is this coming from? What's the
Well, there's a
origin
song
story
called
here?
Letting Go,
Okay.
but it's like just reflecting and learning from your mistakes and kind of moving on and having a positive outlook. I think that's the biggest part of this record, is you can kind of see the evolution of the songwriting and how that you move past it and we try to learn from it, you know?
Yeah.
It proves that there are no mistakes in life, because without those mistakes, you wouldn't have this album. And you're going to be performing a song from that album for us today, right?
Yes.
It's called Rust.
Rust.
Yes. Now, you were kind of telling us.
There's an interesting story with this,
Yeah.
right? Tell us how you ended up on this topic to even write.
So there's a group of songwriters that I'm really good friends with. We started a songwriting group. This one's called the Song Machine, and this is a Facebook group. And so any aspiring songwriters, if you want to be a part of this, we restart every January. So you can hit me up on social media and we can do it. But every January we add all these songwriters in to this Facebook group. I pick the first subject, and everybody has 2 weeks to write a song with that subject in it and submit it into the group. And if you don't meet the deadline, you get kicked out.
Wow.
It's brutal.
I like
but
it, though.
This is for serious songwriters.
You need consequence. Like I can be lazy with songwriting. So if you have that consequence that I don't want to get kicked out, I want to stay in the group. And then at the end of the year, well, we stop it at the end of November because we give everybody a month off. Whoever's left, we put out a compilation record. So you can actually search the Song Machine on Spotify or Apple Music, and you can see.
Very cool.
Yeah, so there's like a benefit to sticking to it.
Yeah.
That's about the hippest thing I've heard.
I think it's
that is
so cool.
Yeah, and so everybody picks a song that they wrote, that year, and they submit it. Or
that's very
my
cool.
good friend Jonah Carden, who's from Peterstown, West Virginia, he even offers to re-record it if they want it like a studio recording of it. So,
wow.
yeah.
So this one, what was the subject matter for Rust?
So I'm not a car guy, and someone picked the subject, beat up cars.
Okay,
and so I was kind of just beating myself up over not really being a car person, and So I was thinking of old Sanford and Son
Yes.
episodes, and I love Sanford and Son.
That theme song just is the best.
man.
Sitting at my grandparents' house and watching that, and I said, "What if Fred Sanford wrote a love song to his junkyard?"
Holy smokes,
my
I love
God.
it.
And
That's
we
kinda where it
get
came
Russ.
from. Yeah.
I
That
love
is
that.
great.
I love that.
So if anybody does want to find this album when it drops
Yes.
and the music that you're writing, where can they go to find that? Do you got a website? Or?
Bringdowns.com is the
Okay.
website, but
Okay.
you can search Matt Mullins, Matt Mullins WV. That all comes up. There's also a Matt Mullins karate guy that's not me, but I wish it was.
Don't confuse him with the karate guy.
I don't know. Maybe
You'll find out the hard way.
But, yeah, at Bringdowns is our
Okay.
Instagram handle and
Very cool.
Facebook and all that stuff. So yeah.
Okay. Well, Matt, thanks
you're
so
so
much
cool.
for
Thank
coming
you.
by,
Thanks for having
letting
me.
us know about the new album first, because we love to be first
We
at
are
4 here.
First.
And everyone out there, do not move a muscle. Matt Mullins is going to be performing the song Rust right after this.